Both teams outminding us both here. Tropical coming in with triple 113, one IS7, one S-Conk, one Leo, and one T100. Meanwhile, INVIL GO, one IS4, double 277, double S-Conk, one Batchat, and also the T100.
Yeah, both these lineups here capable of still fighting, while yet having those offside tanks for Crossfire, aka Leo, aka Bat, for INVIL GO and Tropical respectively. 113 and S-Con covering 1-2 line. T100 already starting to clear 7 line. He wants to go aggressive there early. If he goes aggressive early, he's able to spot if something is crossing, like we saw post-row do. That gives you a little bit of a little bit of info. Actually, nice shot there on towards Panzer Fury. Nice, interesting crossing though from Attila and Ali there under the hill. Not something we see very often. I mean, driving like not really like driving like this and coming under. Not really common to see this, but it actually worked out. I mean, they took some shots, but they've established a decent amount of control here already.
Yeah, they took a lot of map control away from INVIL GO with this move here, and yes, they did sacrifice some HP for that, but this much map control actually is pretty cheap for the amount of shots they took. I believe it was 3. And they also have ITOX in the one line that will be able to sort of give crossfire if any of the tanks that are basically sitting on the 3 lines decide to overpeak. Now we see S.Conqueror getting pushed up in his IS4 to sort of provide crossfire on the 1 cap. He doesn't even get spotted for it. So he would come as a nasty surprise should Artiquel and Ali decide to commit onto the 1 cap, but I think so far...
The goal is right now just to establish all of these angles. There's this angle, they want to establish this angle, and then they want to establish this angle so you can see that the June just gets completely crossfired, right? But for that, they also need to clear the T100 away from his position though. But they will start putting the pain on the tanks that are playing the position here. And normally you don't really take under like this for free, but when you do, you just have to control this. And usually at some point, if you find the T100, they're forced to make a repush, which never really ends up well. Katsai here, very close to Viri, 110 meters is yet
he has
still enough.
Exhaust, so he should be fine.
I mean, he's basically going to be proxy spotted. That's the only way.
Yeah, I don't see that happening quite yet. Obviously, Tropical can try to sort of push in silent here to proxy the T100. That will be, I guess, some sort of last resort option here. At the moment, Verbi obviously taking fire by the team of INVIL GO, but nothing really penetrating because he's going to be peeking on turret. And we all know how strong the IS-7 turret is. I think moving forward, Ali and Ati, they both should try to play the getting spotted game and then sort of start guessing where...
Look what INVIL GO is doing right now.
Oh, well.
They're realizing that they might lose their T100 at some point, and they're not going to wait for it.
They are proactively doing something, even though, keep in mind, the cap has started, and Ali now spotting the rotation even by the Batchat. That is pretty huge. He does get his shot off, but I think ITOX is going to be in a bit of trouble, as there's 2 tanks advancing on him. And now Rishek, Never, and Rexar, together with Panzfury, they are going to try to take out the 113s. Ali trying to run for his life here. Artiquel having this house to hide behind, and now the full repush is going on everywhere by INVIL GO.
It's a little bit late for Attila to start trying running though, but he does make it to some sort of a house that he's going to stop behind for now, but Never and Rexar are just going to chase him down. They do kill Sokar in his IS-4, but Piotrix in return is looking to pick up Itox, but he doesn't. 33 seconds, he's completely on reload. This is great for Tropical. Realistically now, Piotrix is going to die. Ali, with the great rotation, running away from the position, pressuring the S-Con. Ketsai is spotted out in the meantime in his T100 as well. Ali, they're not connecting onto his Panzer Fury though, will make it disastrous for him, and the cap is still on now. Ketsai actually getting D-spot on that T100, a big nuisance in his side. Never in the Leo actually goes down, which is surprising. I don't know how the Leo actually dies here.
Yeah, Ali not connecting his shot here onto Rexar, now needs to try and run. He does not take a shot of damage by the 277. However, the T100 and the S-Conk both able to penetrate here onto the 113. Panzfury bouncing one shot by the T100 himself, and that is Ali going down, making it 4 tanks for the attackers of Tropical. And it is still 5 here for INVIL GO.
How?
I don't know. I'm just saying what I see here. I'm just saying what I see.
Where is the Leo dead?
Good question.
How exactly is the Leo one dead in this?
I
I mean, Attila and Ali dying is understandable, right? Those 1-2 teams were the ones up front, and Ali even did more than he probably should have. But how is the Leo dead?
I guess he was sent somewhere and then all of a sudden got spotted and instantly. I mean, we can take a look later on if he maybe got Amaraked or something. But yeah, I agree with you completely. The Leo should never be dead in this scenario, except for some completely unlucky RNG. And now Tropical, they're still sitting on more HP, but to be honest, the positions, INVIL GO, they still have the T100.
They don't have the tanks anymore
Yeah.
to cover the angles that they need. Like, they need a T100 to cap, but they have nobody to spot the K line.
There we go. I
wait,
guess he
this is
got
the Leo?
spotted out and deleted, the Leo.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, if the Leo is alive here, it's game over.
Yeah. But he isn't, and the turret is still on top of the tank, so it wasn't an Amarak either. I guess misplay by Never, probably.
Probably, yeah. Being in a position where he couldn't run away anymore, and all the INVIL GO tanks turning and hitting him, perhaps, is a possibility here. But the Leo should be alive. I mean, losing Ali and Attila is normal, right? Verby now has to push Never and kill him. 509 doesn't get the roll, but realistically, you would say that he's a two-shot either way, right? Never in that 277. He'll do one more. Normally, he will connect another shot. He does now. Verby dropped to 969. He does get picked up in return by Verby, so now it's 4v4. The HP is indeed very close. Silent is starting to creep up the K line, and White is actually moving towards the cap circle here on the south and makes Rishek a one-shot. Good stuff there from White Gotta say, man. Good shot on towards Rishek. Rishek realistically shouldn't have given White the opportunity to make him a one-shot. But it is what it is now. However, the issue is yet again that there's no... they can't single cap the game here. It's not possible. Oh, Rishek
I mean,
narrowly surviving.
yeah, Rishek playing with a bit of fire here, but to be honest, the biggest problem for Tropical is, as you mentioned, the time. The T100 is advancing for the side of Tropical right now. We see basically what the team in blue, what Tropical sees here currently. Now finally we see the T100 again, and that is a
He's
big
farming.
pickup by Silent here. That is Ketzai, I think, allowing Silent to take too much map control here, as there is probably shots going on left, right, and center in between the heavy tanks, but the Super Conk obviously...
Does Rexar have the reload? No, Itox actually comes in and saves Rexar as well. Adrenaline rush and no connection from Panzer Fury on towards White Shark on 54 HP. And Tropical here might still be able to do it. Silent in a 1v1 against Ketzai down towards 407. Normally Silent should be able to win this. He cannot let Ketzai escape. 20 seconds now. Ketzai down to the one-shot. Silent is still a two-shot normally for that T100. If he connects it here, if he doesn't fluff the shot, he doesn't. He picks it up. Ketzai down. Panzer Fury now getting pushed by Verby and Tropical after everything in this round, yet somehow edging their way to a victory. And Kihan, I gotta say it, man. Tropical deserved to win round 1. Deserved to win round 2, and deserved to win round 3. It should be 3-0 at this point. INVIL GO had no claim on any of these rounds so far.
I'm a bit speechless, but then again...
It was good stuff by the T100 though. On the K-line, Ketzai took a lot of damage, so he was forced back. And he started getting angles on the guys on the back, behind the cap, right? So he was starting to farm there. I mean, 2.4k damage to the T100 is for
huge.
Ketzai also really good. But Silent is coming in with 2.1. And with White Rock, man, 6.4k damage in his S-Scope.
I think that's the
6.4.
that is the most that we've seen so far. I mean, yeah, obviously he will have some blind shots, some bounces as well, but 6.4 indeed. I guess him just putting the team on his back and carrying them to win this round.